TheFagBreak by Stephen Lee Rees. Episode 20, Surprises, in which Angie's seeking therapy, John's had an ordeal with a Pop-Tart, and Mr. Ratcliffe's got a surprise for everyone.
Good morning, Tina. What's that you're eating? What do they call it? Breakfast? Is that it?
Morning, Mr. Ratcliffe. Yeah, it's a fag and a Belvita.
Oh, a fag and Belvita, is it? Is it? Yes, I think it is. There's a surprise in store for you.
A surprise? For me? Is it about the kitchenware position?
Oh, I couldn't possibly comment. Couldn't you? Couldn't you what? Comment? No, I couldn't comment. Oh, do shut up. Well, Tina, lovely weather. Must be a storm coming. Must there? Yes, there must.
A surprise?
Good morning, John.
Morning, Mr. Ratcliffe.
Yes, I thought it might be you.
Morning, John.
Morning, Trouble.
You're early today.
Yes, I've been up sitting in A&E since first thing.
What's happened to you?
Oh, it was Maggie's fault. She was tossing and turning all night. From 4 in the morning, she was straight out of bed saying she needed something inside her.
Oh?
I told her not to do it, Tina.
Do what?
I've never seen her so frustrated.
Frustrated about what?
I said she wouldn't like it. She gets dopey and hazy when she's not had her full 8 hours. So I knew she wouldn't be focused.
Focused on what?
Getting something inside her. And out of all the options we have in our house. Dear, oh dear. I told her not to put it in her mouth.
What? What did she put in her mouth? And for the record, is that what you put in yours?
No. Her face went all red and possessed, like Linda Blair in The Exorcist. Very red, actually. Red and swollen. The doctor recommended we lie down, drink plenty of water, and to refrain from kissing.
What on earth did you do to her? Like, what have you got?
I've got a bit of peace and quiet, Tina, that's what I've got.
Hello, my only fans. I'm joking, of course. I've more fans than just a pair of you. Lovely. Although I don't have the actual OnlyFans, I did think about it during my deep despair. Oh, no one seems to get excited about watching a beautifully mature woman blow a trumpet.
It's surprising how many followers you get by blowing a different instrument.
Indeed. Perhaps I need to blow something long and challenging to keep the viewers interested.
I've got just the thing.
Like a bassoon?
Well, I wasn't thinking that.
I used to be in a band, you know. My sisters and I, Pamela, Jackie and moi, we formed a woodwind trio at school called the Windy Woods.
Which one of you was the windy one?
We all were. That was the trio. The French horn's my crudité. Or do I mean forte? Either way, I play a little trumpet on the side.
So I've heard.
Though if this OnlyFans was to be a thing, I wonder if I could blow Pam's oboe.
I'll take her out to dinner first.
John, why are you talking like that?
I licked a thistle. Oh, here they come. Pumba and Timon.
Morning. Morning, my elderly fans.
Oh, am I surprised I made it here in one piece?
Oh, give over, woman. There's nothing wrong with catching the bus.
I've been squashed in like a bloody sardine.
Oh, I'm calling her Sardine Sam from now on.
I was close enough to smell everybody's inhibitions. I almost suffocated amongst a woman's ample bosom.
Story of my life.
What's up with your tongue?
He's licked a thistle.
I don't know how you do it each day.
Some days I do like to have a rest.
Not you, thistle licker.
Well, don't catch my bus next time. Take your Uber.
Oh, I will. All the seats were taken by a congregation of people in high-vis vests. I don't know where they were going at this time in the morning.
To bloody work. Same as you.
Everyone piled in willy-nilly in there. The amount of jolts, bumps and grinding you do in that contraption. I'm surprised no one entered a virgin and came out with husband, 2 babies and a mortgage.
You'll have to nip back in, Sandra, and try again.
Oi, Sardine Sam. Have you finished griping on?
Yes, I expect so.
Good. Then we'll have a fight.
I think I'll join you for a cigarette.
We're not sharing our fags.
What do you mean, our fags?
Oh, come on, Sylv. What's yours is mine. We do share a locker after all. Are you sure they're your fags?
Oh, no. I wasn't thinking of crashing a fag from any of you. Can we have that in writing?
Well, I know you like to blow instruments, but you'll not get your glossy lips around my berry blast.
No, John. I wouldn't dream of sucking that toxic stuff. You see, I've brought my own.
Eh?
You what?
Wow.
You never.
Shocking.
It's a joke.
This is a surprise. Is this how you're being framed?
Oh.
Are we in it?
You feeling all right?
You've bought your own?
She does look a little pale.
Yeah, why buy your own when you don't smoke?
No, we wanted to buy her own because she does smoke.
Oh, yeah. Well done.
Thank you. I shall now partake in a communal cigarette break and explain why I'm exactly like you filthy smokers.
No,
It's all
thanks.
right.
Please don't.
Don't bother.
Well,
Eh?
What now?
Well, what?
I need a lighter.
You've not bought a bloody lighter.
Evidently, John, I can't do everything such as needing a cigarette and needing a lighter. I've got to be weaned off from being needy, so my therapist tells me.
Oh. You're seeing a therapist because you're being too needy.
I wouldn't say I was needy.
No.
Janet, my therapist, claimed that I was when she finally answered my call. I don't think she's very good, to be honest. I've been calling for weeks but no answer. She finally picked up the receiver in a very aggressive tone. I said, "Have you ever considered moonlighting for the Samaritans?" But all I heard was a scowl and a few pounding impacts into a stress ball. I mean, I only needed to talk. Paid good money too.
You should have paid us. We'd listen.
Bless you, Tina.
Would we?
We would.
Oh, we would we?
Well, only if we could have a fag. One of yours.
I don't think you're qualified to handle the types of conversations my therapist and I cover. It's a very long, deep dive into a whole broad church of issues.
Oh, well, if you're going deep, I won't bother.
I've got years of tangled emotions that I simply placed a pretty little bow on top of and ignored. I was quite traumatised by my relationship with Robert.
Oh, sure.
It was a whirlwind. To coin a phrase from my sister Pamela, Robert was very backwards at coming forwards, yet very forwards in being backwards. What chance had I got? But as Janet instructs, get out, Angie. I need you to get out my office and let go. The support I get from that woman each day, astounding.
Here, have that.
So kind.
Talking of abuse, John's put Maggie in A&E with his
Well,
tongue.
don't think like that.
What did you do to her then?
Probably cooked her breakfast.
He licked her thistle.
Eh?
Why'd the conversation come back around to me?
Why not?
So what happened to your tongue?
Maggie woke up feeling she needed something inside her.
Oh, you brute.
I haven't finished yet.
That's what you tell all the ladies.
Am I safe sitting next to you?
Probably not.
Go on, John. Carry on.
As I was saying, Maggie rummaged around the kitchen looking for a quick snack, found the grandkids' Pop-Tarts and heated them up.
Oh, I love Pop-Tarts. What flavour?
Strawberry sensation. It was certainly a sensation she'll never forget.
Why was it?
I told her, don't dive straight in as you'll get a nasty surprise.
So what did she do?
She dove straight in and got a nasty surprise. She stuck it in her mouth, sucked up the filling and burnt her gobbole.
No, the poor thing.
Served her bloody right. Her lips swelled up like cocktail sausages. Her tongue's blistered and she's not able to speak.
So she's not having a good start to her day then?
No, but I am. No nagging. Bliss.
So you didn't eat the Pop-Tart then?
Or suck a thistle?
No.
So why have you got a thick tongue?
Maggie punched me in the face for laughing at her and I bit my tongue.
Oh, yes. Oh, Mr. Ratcliffe told me I was in for a surprise today. I think he's going to tell me I've got the kitchenware manager role.
You really think that, girl?
Yeah.
Tina, I wouldn't get your tiny little hopes up. I mean, what if Karen was to come back?
She wouldn't come back.
No. We don't want her back. She's a thief.
I can't say I was her biggest fan.
Exactly. Besides, she's not living with Darren anymore, is she? So there's no reason to come back.
No, he's still living in my caravan.
Exactly. She's too controlling.
Oh, she is a nasty piece of work. Very selfish and desperately clingy. Can you imagine having to put up with someone like that?
I think we can.
She plays with Darren's mental health all the time.
Darren does that to himself, often by what he smokes.
That's right. All he wants is to be with his kids. Yet she keeps him at arm's length.
That's because he's a big kid that wants to play with their toys.
She blames Pauline for everything and talks behind her back. And who does that round here?
Who told you all this?
Pauline told me. She was in the back and overheard Karen once complain about her not putting the return stock in the return cage. Like, Pauline couldn't be bothered.
But Pauline couldn't be bothered.
I know, but that's not the point, is it? She was bitching about her.
And she'd always pop over to your counter to serve your customers when you weren't looking.
Maybe you weren't looking because you were out here having a fag.
Hey, whose side are you on?
I was never keen on her eyebrows.
Eh?
What?
What's wrong with her eyebrows?
Nothing, because she doesn't do anything to them.
So?
So, I have to work magic on mine to get them to look remotely level.
Here, let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Your brows do look heavily manipulated. It's like you've got carpet tacks above your forehead pulling your brows up. Well, one of them anyway.
They should be level.
You're the spirit level on the buggers.
Or have a stroke on the left side to balance things out a bit.
Life's so unfair. Karen never has this problem.
The only problem she has is that she's a one of them people what steals. Oh, she's a bloody thief.
Agreed.
Is she?
Well, those 25 festive gravy boats never made an appearance, did they?
No, they didn't.
Well...
And let's be honest here. If I recall, she always had sticky fingers.
That's right. Fingers in your till.
Fingers in your crisp packet.
Fingers in your fag packet.
Fingers in your purse.
Fingers on your man.
Exactly. She fingered everything she saw.
Not always a bad thing. So you haven't heard the latest?
Latest about what?
Well, if you don't know, it'll be a surprise for you all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a protruding turtle head and a pending delivery. I'm not quite sure which will arrive first.
Oh,
that
John,
is
that's
disgusting,
John.
So I'll see you all later.
Go away.
Morning, babes. Quelle surprise. I'm back.
And just like that,
Karen!
It rained.
Well, look who it is.
Guess who's sexy and strutting her way back into work like nothing's ever happened?
Yeah, it's so good to see you.
Hello, Karen.
Hello,
Oh, it's been forever.
Now then, who's missed me? We were just talking about you. Oh, babes. That's so sweet.
We wondered if you'd come back.
You missed me, right? They really did, Karen.
Oh, we did.
Oh, yes.
It's never been the same without you.
My sentiments exactly, Sardine San.
Oh, thanks. I've missed you all too. I'd better join you for a fag before we start. Would you like one of my beautifully wrapped, beautifully rolled cigarettes?
Oh.
It's all right, babes. Got me own.
Look at that rain.
Oh, I know.
Oh, doesn't it just look horrible?
It's followed me here. You're quiet, team. Thought you'd be excited to see me. She's gobsmacked, aren't you, Tina?
pretty much.
Because she was so keen to have your job.
Angie?
What? Oh, bless. I said that. Oh, bless. As if she could ever replace you.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, so you thought you could have my kitchenware manager position? Oh.
It was available and everyone said I should apply. I didn't want to apply, but everybody said I should, including Angie. And so I did. I'm sorry.
You know me, Karen. I always like to support those that need it most.
Yeah? Well, you didn't support me when I was out of a job, did you, babes?
Karen, well, I knew you didn't need my petite assistance.
I wouldn't have gone for it had I have known you'd be coming back, guys.
Yeah, well, I'm back now, babes. But don't let me stop you helping me on my department. If ever I was to go away on holiday with my settlement money, I'd need someone to cover whilst I was getting a gorgeous tan.
See, Tina, even when you do the dirty on Kaz, she's nice to you in return. Doesn't hurt to be kind, does it? Incidentally, Karen, you tan really well, much like me, actually.
Yeah, cheers, babes.
I bet you're glad to be back, Chuck.
Absolutely, Sylv. Can you believe they all thought that I stole 25 gravy boats from last year's Christmas stock?
No.
Absolutely not.
Oh, no.
Well, we were shocked.
How dare they?
Where's the justice?
Wrongfully accused.
I know, right? So not only have I got a doppelganger running an outdoor stall somewhere, but I went through all that stress of not having a job for nothing.
So, who stole them?
Well, yes, who stole them?
Karen, you're here. I'm so glad to see you back. Did you happen to get my complimentary basket of champagne this morning?
I did, thank you. Though I'm more a Prosecco drinker. It's a subtle difference, but it makes all the difference, if you know what I mean.
Not really.
Oh, consider a basket full of it heading your way. Plus, some other peacekeeping offerings from our latest trip to Harrods.
Oh, honestly, that's so kind of you. So kind.
It's the least we can do to remedy all this awkwardness and misunderstanding. In fact, Mrs. Ratcliffe's been ever so concerned about you. Has she? Yes, she has. That she's booked an emergency spa session.
Eh? Oh, she really didn't need to do that for me, as well as the much-needed breakfast basket.
No.
No, she did it for herself. She felt her stress levels were too much to handle for the duration of today. Wondering if you'd show up at all. In fact, what with the case.
Yeah, well, tell her it's very sweet of her to be worrying about me.
Oh, I'm sure she's also worried about you too, and not just her financial stream. Is she? Yes, I suppose she is.
Mr. Ratcliffe, pardonnez-moi, but is this true? Those gravy boats that Karen stole weren't stolen by her at all?
Yes, that's right. Is it? Yes, it is. As luck would have it, John and I discovered 2 boxes of unmarked festive gravy boats propping up the pool table as we were making space for the Christmas delivery, you see.
Oh, what is it this year? Because I ain't flogging any more festive gravy boats.
Oh, no. This year, I've got my eye on some very unusual, yet festive, ornamental gnome homes. So don't go stealing those. Oh, too soon?
Too soon?
Well, it made me laugh.
Sylvia, could you imagine the amount of suffering I was going through as a result of all those slanderous accusations that was quite slanderous?
I'm guessing it wasn't a pleasant experience.
No, not really.
People can be so mean, can't they? It was clearly a misunderstanding. I always knew it.
Though my solicitor says there's a defamation case with a healthy compensation package to look forward to.
Yes, well, all this sounds very interesting, albeit exploitative of a minor incident, which I kind of assumed we'd finish with, hence the champagne.
Oh, they were lovely gestures. Quite a surprise to see that you can put your hand in your pockets and show compassion towards others.
Yes, well, it's a bit gloomy now, isn't it, the weather? Department opens in 10 minutes, so...
Yeah, we're just coming.
Oh, yes, on our way.
Yes.
See you in a minute.
Karen?
I'll be in when I'm ready. Yeah?
Yes, perfect. Whenever you're ready, as you are. I'm going to get soaked through now. Are you? Yes, you are. Yes.
I thought you handled yourself exceedingly well there.
He ain't fobbing me off.
It's not right. You being blamed for his stock disappearing.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying all along. It's disgraceful how his mismanagement has resulted in you being bad-mouthed. Oh, I feel for you.
Yeah, well, I'm back now, innit? Now, whilst it's just us girls, let's pick up where we left off all those months ago. Sandra, how are things with Alan? Did he ever take you away?
You know, he bloody didn't.
No, he didn't take her anywhere. She's ended up going to Spain on her own.
Oh, it were lovely. I'd never been away on my own before, but Angie drove me to the airport and I went to stay with Sharon's sister in Benidorm.
I dropped her off at departures and she looked lost and confused.
Hey!
It was like seeing your granny enter a care home before you slam the door on her.
Do you mind?
Or that final moment when you kiss her goodbye on the forehead, then put the coffin lid on.
I'll put a coffin lid on you in a minute.
Sylvia, how was your holiday in Somerset? Get up to anything exciting?
Oh, it was really nice. But it's always really nice when I go.
Yes, but she can't use her chemical toilet as it's broken.
Oh, babes, isn't that just terrible?
Tell me about it. I have to use on-site facilities now, or squat over a B&Q bucket.
Poor bucket.
And Tina. Oh, still single.
She's not been with anyone since that Twitcher, have you?
No.
Now me, ask about me. I expect you'll want to know all about what I've been up to.
No, it's okay. Dad's kept me up to date. And I thought I had it bad.
What do you mean by that?
Being accused of stealing. And here you are, landing yourself a hunk of a man only to be rejected simply for being, well, you. Tragic.
Yes, well, it was all very compliqué. I'm also the assistant general manager, so let that be a lesson for you. Even in the face of adversity, you can still get somewhere.
Anyway, Karen, what have you been doing with yourself?
Because you were gone a long time.
Not gonna lie, there's only so much Peppa Pig and Bluey I can watch. Know what I mean?
Aren't your kids too old for them now?
Yeah, but it keeps Darren occupied. The kids are into a series of unfortunate events now, which will prepare them for real life. Oh, but I have made use of the time whilst at home. I redecorated the house. My eldest son, Parsley, he...
Wait, your eldest son's called Parsley?
Oh, did I say Parsley? Yeah, long story.
Oh, well, I've been calling him Paisley.
Oh, he is. Funny story. It's just that when I registered his name at the hospital, I was slightly out of it.
With cocaine?
No. I'd just given birth and was hazy from all the drugs in my system, and FYI, I think the nurse had dyslexia. Wasn't until he was digging out his birth certificate to get his own passport recently when he noticed the error.
So now you've got a herb in the family.
Yes!
And does he like being called Parsley?
Or is he keeping Paisley?
Well, he prefers his old name.
Old being Parsley or old being Paisley?
Parsley! Oh, no, Paisley! Anyway, he's now 20 and needs his own room, so he's in the second bedroom. I've moved the twins, Link and Zelda. They're in my big bedroom with little Subaru and Echo, all in bunk beds.
You've got a full house there. You never hear Dad talk about the other kids, do you?
Well, they're not his.
Don't any of them want to live with their own dads?
Oh, no! I want my babies with me. Besides, I couldn't be entirely sure where their fathers are.
Oh, dear.
Still, I get maintenance for them, which is good. Keeps me in the sun showers for my all-over body tan. Plus, I've got Daz by my side, innit?
So you didn't kick Darren out?
Oh, no, Teen. You know I wouldn't do that. We've had our ups and downs, but Daz had to move out whilst I upgraded a room for Parsley. Paisley! Oh, damn it!
Well, he's still in my caravan. You know.
I know. I told him he could come back just as soon as I've got the house sorted.
That must put his mind at rest.
Oh, it does. Babes, you'd understand if you had a man.
Yes, she's still single and not fit to mingle. Robert!
Oh, hello.
Hi, Robert.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, ladies.
Why are you here?
Hi, Robert. I'm Karen.
What's going
But
on?
you can call me Kaz.
Cool.
Well, this is a surprise. It's not every day a handsome man walks by and stops to talk to me.
Or me.
Yes. Well, he hasn't. So come on, Sardine Sam. It's back to the counter for you.
Oh, yes. Sardine.
I've been in a tight spot on Sylvia's boss. Oh, have you ever played sardines?
Oh, yes, once. It can get surprisingly close and personal, can't it?
It can indeed, Robert.
Sandra!
Honestly.
I remember being crammed into a sheet of blue tarpaulin with Craig Hagstrom, a Swedish office junior with buck teeth. He had a distinct waft of dipper-based cream and an insatiable desire for me. It was one of those team building exercises at my firm. There were 10 of us in total.
Oh, and what happened?
Well, the 8 remaining went to the pub and put out an emergency post online, as they couldn't find us.
You mean they didn't look under the bit of blue tarpaulin to see you both, nestled together?
No, because the tarpaulin was on the back of a flatbed truck that was making its way to Bridlington.
Oh.
6 hours I spent being spooned by a greased-up slobber merchant pressing his groin into me.
Oh.
It was like camping in the Cubs with Cub Scout leader Big Ben Baloo all over again.
Oh, say.
Yes, well, I'm not a match for Craig, as I've never met him. But you're welcome to pop by my counter and have a little game of either sardine with me.
Sandra.
That's not how it's played.
But it's how I play it.
Oh, I'll play.
Not with me, you won't.
Sandra, come on.
Oh, I'm only joking.
Sandra, the sardine slut.
Hey, excusez-moi. What on earth are you doing here, Robert?
Yes, I'm sorry I've had to come all this way just to see you.
I hate to break this to you, lover plums, but it's over. You can't keep harassing me like this at work. I've already blocked your text calls and emails.
I don't know why. Never been in touch, and quite frankly, I was never fully committed to saving your contact details into my phone anyway.
Oh, well, isn't that something? Can't even be civil without you thrusting your toxic masculinity in my face first thing in the morning.
Enough, Angela. Hey, Tina. Looking sweet.
Hi, Robert.
Oh, there's more. It's going to be a field day explaining this one to Janet, openly flirting in front of my very eyes. Have I not been hurt enough?
I think someone's a little surprised to see you. I'm not, as I've never met you. But I wouldn't say no.
Sorry.
Look, will you both just leave him alone? Can't you see he has something to say?
Yes. Thank you, Tina.
What do you want? Because Janet's told me to write it all down. The abuse.
Then write this down. Robert is handing you your 17-litre turtle tank, your epileptic terrapins that you've left in my utility. So here, you can have them back.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Notice I thought to put them in a box to divert their eyes from yet more epileptic attacks.
Oh, I forgot all about Jeeves and Worcester.
Oh, is that what you've called them?
Why'd you say they're epileptic?
Because each time the utility lights are turned on, they're having convulsions. I can only assume it's due to the mirror ball you've had installed in their tank.
I thought it'd look pretty. Can't believe you've dumped these on me.
They're yours. Just when I think I've got rid of you, your windy greyhound, your potted palms and your 8-foot yucca, you go and slip 2 epileptic terrapins onto the bloody list.
Thank God you didn't turn up at my doorstep with these. The cat would have eaten them. Good luck taking them to Teddy's.
Come on, babies. Let me show you Mummy's office. Ignore your horrible daddy.
I'm not their father.
Oh, my little babies.
Oh, I am so glad to be back. I've missed out on so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and just one more thing.
Yes?
What do you say about us going on a sort of date?
Sorry, babes. Taken.
No, not you. Tina.
Tina? Tina? I mean me? You're asking me out on a date?
Yes, please.
Well, okay then.
Cool. Here's my number. Let's say I take you out someplace in town Saturday night.
Cool.
See you later, Tina.
That's the best surprise yet.
Oh, you lucky bitch.
In this episode, you heard Martin John Devaney as Mr. Ratcliffe, Veronica Jones as Tina, Mik Horvath as John, Alex Wrampling as Angie, Jayne Brookes-Clayton as Sandra, Yvonne Taylor as Sylvia, Lou Jenkins as Karen, and Andrew Barlow as Robert. This has been a Marde Hen Production.